Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host, Ahdurin himself. We are back in this case. It is October 19th, 3:27 p.m. We just got back from court where we survived another day of Edgeworth yelling at us and the judge being very confused. So we have increased the number of suspects, which is a good thing. The bad thing is we still have to prove it, and that might not be as easy as we may hope. So, with that said, we might as well get started.
That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? What the? Maya? What? Maya, what are you doing here? Hey?
So, what happened? I was, not being myself. I was kind of in the other person's body, and you know how it goes.
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day that we have. Yeah, because in case you didn't know, the way that the game explains the fact that you only have a certain number of days for trial is that lawyers are all rampant and everything's going chaotic, and so the new law rules suggest, or they force that trials can last 3 days at most. And tomorrow is going to be the third day. So if they don't find the person innocent, they collect them. It's in the U.S. it is innocent until proven guilty. In the Ace Attorney world, it is guilty until proven innocent. So in case you didn't know that, never mind. They're probably about to explain it.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste.
All right. That's what do we got? We can talk to her. Let's talk to her about the Steel Samurai.
I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah,
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
that's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and director were both in the trailer,
Huh.
which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
Oh, cool. So, I actually forgot to do this at the beginning episode. If you haven't caught up to the series already, the playlist and episode 1 are both in the description below. But if you missed the last episode, this is pretty much a summary of what that was about.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable?
All right, Maya, got any ideas from a third-person point of view?
Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP.
WP Powers, right.
All right, give it good as advice as any. Yeah, let's go. We shall go over to the detention center to go talk to WP.
October 19th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
You could stop looking so vulnerable, too.
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yeah, though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. See, you can tell by the fact that the music is going. This is not a laughing matter, Maya.
All right, we gotta talk to him about the peoples.
Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius? Wow. Nick, she's got a big brain.
Thanks, Mike. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
And what?
nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Very interesting. What about Manila? I don't like Manila.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name, Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
Alright, let's go to Hammer.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Really now?
5 years ago?
Curiouser and curiouser. Well, we got that out of the way. Let's go back to the studio. I don't know what's gonna be here, but... Oh, I do know who's gonna be here. Old Bag. You know what, Old Bag? The more I've played with you, the more you've grown on me. Now, instead of not liking your character, I like your character. A little bit. More than I did before. I still don't really like. I don't like Old Bag. I like the character. I don't like Old... It's very complicated. No, never mind. Forget it.
October 19th, Global Studios, main gate.
Hey Nick, the old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think your guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
Why are your minds on don't... Fine, you know what? Just because you're adorable, I'll distract Old Bag. Go get the donuts, poke it back, see if you can find me something with sprinkles on it. Doesn't matter which one.
Oh, it's nothing. You eat, you die.
Maya, abort mission, abort mission!
Woo, she's alive.
Oh boy. Let's talk to her about the three people.
I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter about that.
Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Alright. What about Manila?
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal, he's a soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Oh, he's one of... Oh.
Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like that?
Maya, no, we're not touching this. We're not touching this.
It doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
We are not touching this topic. No, it doesn't, Maya. No, yeah. Next question.
About Mr. Hammer?
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag its star down from the sky and stomp on it, wouldn't you? Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Oh, boy.
She's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, you whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? It's me. I'm old Bag. He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Lego.
October 19th, Studio 1 entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then you left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer.
That's interesting, yeah. What if someone called him? Well, let's go to Studio 2, because we can't get into Studio 1 anymore. Up, here is our favorite person.
October 19th, Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello. Hello. I can spell.
Maya, you're 17. Bam, look at that. She's punching letters out here.
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently.
Nothing else? About Hammer?
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Nick, do something. She's ticking me off. Go. Do the lawyer thingy thing.
Oh dear.
Alright, what about Powers?
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. She did it. She's the killer. My faint blood speaks to me. I know it.
Oh dear. Maya, you can't call her the killer just because she wants to cancel your show.
I was wondering if you could tell me about Director Manila?
Sorry, Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh. Okay, so she gave us no details except Maya now hates her guts. Alright. Clearly we can't do anything. Well, why don't we go move into the trailer, see what's up. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Alright, well, she told us to come in here.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
Guess she was still in a high from getting that rare card she needed.
Anything in here? I'm curious if there's anything in here, because we've examined this place once before, but I don't know if there's anything in here. Is there anything at all? They have the meeting. There are documents, papers, cups scattered around. Is this water bottle new? Who's here? I don't think anything's new in here, which... Does that mean I went the wrong way? I must have, I guess. Alright, let's head out and head to the employee area. So if we go here, and let's pop into the employee area. It's October 19th, we're at the Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time.
This trial will be over and done with by tomorrow. You can come and see the film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Yeah, no, touch it. No, I don't know whose voice that was.
No touching! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
I almost had a heart attack. I am a poor, innocent soul. Don't disrupt my heart like this.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatic indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
And then one of the greatest songs in the Ace Attorney series, Gumshoe's song. It's amazing. It is beautiful. Yeah, so we might as well talk and see what's up. Alright, what's up with the plate?
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pill. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal.
Alright, let's see what's up.
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it.
Alright, so we know that the plate's got it. What about the investigation?
So, how goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
Why? This is Edgeworth we're talking about.
How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Maya? No, listen. I am the lawyer that you prefer. Stop complimenting Edgeworth. I don't like this.
Yeah, crushing paper cups.
Cups? Bottles?
Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yup, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right.
Alright, interesting indeed. Alright, we're done with you. Where can we go from here? You're in the main gate. I don't think there's anything. The dressing room. Let's go inside here. Might as well check everything out.
Hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? But WP's innocent. Like the not guilty part.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
Oh, you should not have said that. You should not have said that.
What? No!
Maya. Jeez. Is there anything? There's nothing to examine. I don't know why I clicked examine.
No!
Maya.
But Nick, it's the last episode.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. The last episode.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt? I don't like dirt. Dirt's for dirts.
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Alright, interesting. I want to talk about this last episode though.
What do you mean the last Steel Samurai episode?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
Okay, time out. It was bad enough that you were gonna say the Steel Samurai, but you're gonna ruin Maya's life like this by saying they're not making kids shows anymore. Those are the only shows she watches.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Alright, let's talk about the studio policy then.
Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all of this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? And what about the people like me, the proud owners of Steel Samurai merchandise?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Oh. I need to show evidence that kids would be sad about the opening. Well, what do I have here? Neither of these are gonna help. The Path to Glory, that might help. Because it's a kid.
And this is...
A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would know, seeing as I'm an adult. I would think you would understand that better than everyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
All right. 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. All right, good talking noise. Huh. All right, let's get going then. We gotta go back and talk to Oldbag about this then.
Why, you're still slinking around here? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over from me? The old windbag doesn't look so good, Nick. Everyone's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios to what it is today? It's Jack Hammer. Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. Nick, she's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
All right, we need to talk, Oldbag. We need to talk about the issue 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nicholas?
Nichols.
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. That's your last name. Get it? Penny Nick? No, what?
Right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
What, whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole the Powers costume? I have proof. Yeah, I got a lot of proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. The plate, right? Right here. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I bet Powers put it there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have had trouble sleeping sometimes.
Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in, and this is where gumshoe is needed for the sleeping pill bottle. Right there. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag?
Is this a new music song? This might be a new song. Yeah, I think this is a new song. I made it a policy earlier in episodes to have a brief period where the song would just play because the Ace Attorney music is wonderful. And I think this is the first new song in a while that I recognize at least. So here we go.
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
What? A photograph? Well, wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this a trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel like talking about it much.
I understand. Interesting. Well. Now what do we do? This is very, very interesting. Because now we need to confront Vasquez about this, because clearly... Alright, let's check this out. So you can see... If I can see this correctly on my screen, there are 3 people on the screen. The dead victim, Jack Hammer, who's the guy with the tennis racket, and I assume that last one is D. Vasquez, but I'm not 100% sure about that. If it is Vasquez, then this is even more interesting. I think we need to go talk to Vasquez. We need to go talk to Vasquez ASAP. Hey. What's up, Vasquez? I got something to show you here. And trust me when I say, you are not gonna like this.
She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that? Old bag. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Nick, how do you not know Old Bag's name?
Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Well, guess what that means. Guess we're going inside the trailer.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's what he was doing. That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now?
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him into think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, true. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all of the reporter would need is the negatives.
He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys?
Guys, I think we're dealing with the mafia now.
Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that, where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this entire Ace Attorney playthrough because I think it's about to end. My boy Gumshoe out here!
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now!
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
My boy Gumshoe out here. Look at this dude. Look at the boss right here.
Hey, you okay there, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Dude, your voice was different. It was almost like the guy voicing you couldn't remember your official voice and so just went a little deeper and gruffer. It was god tier.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh?
Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective.
Yes, Gumshoe. Yes, live out your dreams. Save us from criminals. That was the mafia. You just saved us from the mafia. You saved us from 4 people of the mafia just by walking in and acting like a boss. Look at Gumshoe over here.
Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting closer to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez.
To be continued. Oh, I just realized this was a very short segment, I suppose. Usually segments are like 2 episodes long. And this one is 1. Alright, cool. Yeah, so we got saved by the mafia by the greatest detective of all time, Dick Gumshoe. We also found out, I think Maya was right when she was talking about how Vasquez was the murderer. Because there's a lot of evidence to suggest that Vasquez is the murderer. The only question now is how to prove it. So, with that said, and with the episode pretty much wrapped up, thank you so much for watching and supporting the Ahdurin region in any way, shape, or form that you do. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care.
You watching, would you like to be erased?